Hi, I'm Cindy Goldsberry, and I am a sales architect and author of the book ZFactor Sales Accelerator B2B from Vendor to Value Creator. And today, I'm going to be talking about visioneering and trying to get away from that hum. So I'm at the Outback Steakhouse, and I'm sitting across from my 16-year-old son. And I've decided to take him to dinner because we have a very important conversation to have, and that is about the junior year that's coming up and his disinterest in understanding what it will take to go to college. And so we're sitting there, and I know I sound just like Charlie Brown. My mama, my mama, my mama. And so I'm inspired to draw an XY graph. And I draw the y-axis, and on the y-axis I have accomplishment. And then I do the x-axis, and I have discipline. And I said, if you have both, you go to college. If you have neither, you're like in the mall. You are here. And so I began to speak about how a little bit of discipline would create accomplishment. And accomplishment would layer and create a feeling of the benefits of discipline. And for one brief, fantastic moment, we were on the same page. That was 6 years ago, and the ZFactor methodology has evolved over the last 6 years. The original application was strategically important and hard to replace, which I've used in building sales teams. Because if you're neither, you're a commodity. Anybody can do what you do. As you become hard to replace, that means you are in relationship. And in that relationship, you understand what makes you a preferred and valued advisor. As you become strategically important, you know what drives the economic engine of the people that you're working with, and therefore your conversations have much more insight to them. And finally, where we all want to be is that value creator, a partner. And that's when you're strategically important and hard to replace, and those are wonderful places to be. Today, though, I thought I would modify this one more time, not knowing who would be in the room. And so the vectors I've chosen for you are accomplishment, and then I'm going to call it satisfaction and support. As we begin to look at what we want, I want you to imagine an ideal in your mind. So an ideal that's up here in the place where you have ultimate feeling of accomplishment, and you have the ultimate support and satisfaction. In fact, that's some of the conversation we've been talking about, is how do we get there? Visioneering is the idea that you start with a vision and you reverse engineer. I'm going to take you very quickly through that in a couple of minutes with the methodology. So you start with the ideal in mind and you ask yourself, what does that ultimate feeling of accomplishment feel like? And how did I become satisfied in such a way? And as you go backwards, you would then begin to look and say, all right, what were the conversations I had in my mind or with other people that brought me from this feeling of being accomplished to a new level of satisfaction? And that new level of satisfaction often means going from success to significance. As you reverse engineer again, you come down and you say, okay, what did it look like for me to be satisfied and be supportive, and who was around me to help me with this goal? This could be losing weight, this could be launching a business, this could be doing any number of things that are an ideal future state that you desire. And then finally, you start with where you are today. Today, each day you wake up, you can ask 2 questions. What can I do to feel accomplished? What can I do to get more support around me, or to feel more satisfied about life? And we do have control of that when we keep the ideal in mind. And so you can begin to take those steps towards the ultimate goal. And that's what the ZFactor is. I go here, I learn satisfaction. Once I learn satisfaction and I live there and I'm happy, I am now ready for new levels of accomplishment. When I have accomplishment and I know what that is, I can then begin to focus on what it means to be significant and a contributor in a new way in the community and the world, which is ultimately what we're here to do. So that's the ZFactor, and ultimately what this is a bridge between your current reality and the opportunity for you to realize your full potential. Thank you for letting me share that.